This is HeKnowsFitness bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all. Before we get on to the video, this is HeKnowsFitness bringing you life and prosperity. Yes, HeKnowsFitness also has a second channel called HeKnowsFitness. Please make sure in the description link, you guys go ahead and check out the channel, HeKnowsFitness. What you're going to get from that channel is quick and effective workouts that's going to yield fast and lasting results. Let me say it again. You're going to get quick and effective workouts that's going to yield fast and lasting results. And here's the caveat of it. We're in a time of social distancing and global distancing. So in this period of time, in this period of juncture, we ask that you guys check out this channel, HeKnowsFitness, because the fitness workouts that's associated with this channel can be done at any fitness level. We're starting at the grassroots level, the groundwork level, the basic level, and the basic fundamental elements of what fitness looks like. Anybody at any level can do it, and you can start at your pace. It's imperative in this time, in this day and age of global distancing and social distancing, that you keep your immune system high and that you keep yourself healthy. One of those forms of keeping yourself healthy is keeping your fitness in check. So check that channel out. Make sure you subscribe to it. Make sure you comment, you like, and you share, because there's going to be videos that's going to be posted on HeKnowsFitness from Monday through Fridays. So now on to the video. Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. Let's get on to it, man. Shannon Sharpe is a guy that you guys have to understand. And I said this the other day on the live stream, and I was very frank and I was very adamant about it on this podcast. When you look at Shannon Sharpe, you have to look at who he is fundamentally when it comes to sports. He's a football player. So anything that has to do with basketball, in terms of what he has to say, he is not a subject matter expert, let alone an authority for him to sit here and run his mouth and talk about basketball. Who is he? Now, when he sat here and made the ignorant statement of Kawhi Leonard being with San Diego State, and why back in 2008, when LeBron James had, his, so to speak, academy, and he had high school basketball players and college basketball players coming to this academy, Kawhi Leonard was one of them. Now, he erroneously said, well, Kawhi didn't represent North Carolina. He didn't represent Duke. He didn't represent Kentucky. Kawhi Leonard was a top player from his respective school, a la San Diego State. I don't know how Shannon Sharpe understands the structure on how top basketball players work, but you don't necessarily have to play for one of these quote-unquote sexy or marquee names. You just need to be a top player in your respective time frame or tenure, or you are a top player and you're recognized even from your school. How many times have we seen people come from schools that we don't know diddly squat about? Let me say it again. How many times have we seen people that come from schools that we don't know diddly squat about, or they come from some podunky program, but they turn out to be some of the greatest players that we've ever seen in their respective genre of sports? Shannon Sharpe knows this, but because he's such a LBJ Riders media, he has to tell you otherwise. See, if I'm listening to basketball, I need to listen to somebody who's a subject matter expert of basketball, not someone who played football. See, Shannon Sharpe should know his role, know his place, know his lane, and stay in it. And his role, his place, and his lane that he needs to stay in is football, not basketball. So that's the first level of credibility on his part that's shot. The second aspect of it, you can't sit here and knock Kawhi Leonard, because Kawhi Leonard in timeouts look at Michael Jordan as the player that he sees as the standard bearer, as he sees as the guy that pushes the thumb and pushes the needle, and he sees as the guy that really takes him to the next level. You can't knock him for that. That's his take. That's how he sees it. So again, what is the Rudy Poo and the Plum Plum Brainism? What is the classic Dote and the Troglodyteism? What is the ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric isms that you're spewing right now? It makes absolutely no sense on any stretch of the imagination. Again, Shannon Sharpe being Shannon Sharpe, or being a LBJ Riders media, or a La Shannon Sharpe. That's what he's being at his truest and his most properest levels. Then you want to talk about Kawhi Leonard and when the San Antonio Spurs lost to the Miami Heat. Okay, we can't take that back. They lost to the Miami Heat. Kawhi Leonard missed pivotal free throws. But he was a young player when he did this. This was him going into his sophomore season. What was LeBron James' excuse when he lost to the San Antonio Spurs? Was he in his sophomore season then? No. LeBron James came in the 03-04 season. Didn't that finals happen in the 07-08 season? How many years was he in the league by then? Wasn't he in the league about 4 or 5 years? So if that's the case, if you're going to sit here and get on Kawhi Leonard, who was a sophomore, who's in his second year, you need to get on LeBron James, who was in the league longer than Kawhi Leonard. So we would have expected that his basketball maturity, right, would have been there more profoundly, especially when people sit here and say that he's an IQ specialist of the highest degree in the highest order. Let me say it again. Especially when people say that he's an IQ specialist of the highest degree in the highest order. If that's the case, Shannon Sharpe, why are you not holding LeBron James to the same standard? See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about, man. LBJ Riders Media picking and choosing, or love picking and love choosing, how they basically be love selective. Now, Clint Parks, because that's really what the topic was about. You're getting on him as a trainer who's basically telling you that Kawhi Leonard is doing everything that he's supposed to and LeBron isn't. Here's the thing. Clint Parks must be doing something right if Kawhi Leonard has hired him as a trainer. And we see it translated in Kawhi Leonard's game, because Kawhi Leonard's balling on epic proportions and epic magnitudes. Let me say it again. Kawhi Leonard is balling on epic proportions, and epic magnitudes. He's delivering the goods. He's going out there and he's leaving everything out there on the table, but he's also balling with epic proportions and epic magnitudes. There's nothing that you can't say when you look at Kawhi Leonard's game that you can't say that Clint Parks is not doing his job. And here's the caveat to it, Shannon Sharpe. Why is Clint Parks going after LeBron James? We've never seen a trainer go after a player before, especially if the player is the best player in the game. This clearly tells you why there's a cockamamie going on when it comes to LeBron James. Kobe was never disrespected by a trainer. Michael Jordan was never disrespected by a trainer. But LeBron James, it's because of what I keep telling everybody. LeBron James is the consistency of what we call the love participation award era. Let me say it again. He's the consistency of what we talk about when we say the love participation award era. He's a 3 for 9 Mafia dude, not 3 for 6 Mafia, 3 for 9. An abysmal and atrocious 33% NBA Finals averager and performer. That's his truest and his most properest levels. And if folks are being real with themselves and calling him the GOAT, because I got that from Rob Parker. Shout outs to Rob Parker. He calls LeBron James Fuffote. Fuffote means finals failure of all time. What I did is I added a G to it and I say GOAT, which is Guffafote. There you go. Guffafote, which is the greatest finals failure of all time. Let me say it again. The greatest finals failure of all time. Why? Because this guy has made losing in the finals a thing of grandeur fashion, man. I don't understand this. Let me say it again. Because that needs to marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? And hear me? Wow. LeBron James has made losing in the finals something of grandeur fashion. So when Shannon Sharpe runs his mouth about Clint Parks is telling you something fundamentally that is an issue with LeBron. And the issue that he's telling you fundamentally that is associated with LeBron is the fact that LeBron James is not what everybody thinks he is. And if you could see a trainer of another high order and a high degree player can come after a guy like LeBron James, who's supposedly the best player in the game, because you don't see him coming after Kevin Durant, because he knows what time Kevin Durant, he know what time it is with Kevin Durant. He know Kevin Durant can lash up Kawhi Leonard at any given moment. But he's coming after LeBron because he's seen firsthand through his training of Kawhi Leonard has locked up and lashed up LeBron James. Let me say it again. Kawhi Leonard has locked up and lashed up LeBron. That's why Clint Parks is coming after him, because they understand that LeBron is not what everybody thinks that he is. And that's the truth of the fact of the matter. Because I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. And in this case, Clint Parks, you get the biggest salute of the damn day, because you know what? You have not only put LeBron James on notice, you have not only exploited LeBron James, but you've also shed another light on what this guy is all about when it comes to basketball. That top level trainers don't even respect what he brings in terms of him being supposedly the best player in the game, because they know what time it is. And when Clint Parks is speaking against LeBron, he's sick and tired of the La Media, a la LBJ Riders Media, pushing LeBron when Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant should be the players that they should be talking about. Because truly and respectfully, they are the best players in the game, not LeBron James. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.